I got to tell you this, everything that you're scared of doing is probably what you should be doing. So today's kind of an exciting but also bittersweet day. And the reason is because this is the last episode of my first season. I can't believe it's gone by so fast, and I've already recorded 16 episodes. But I'm also so excited that I did this and I've shared so much with you all. And in this episode, I kind of just want to recap all of it. And I want to thank you all so very much for your love and support and for the success of my show. And it's been beyond my wildest dreams to do this. And I've said before, but last August of 22, I decided to invest in me and to say yes to me. And I realized that everything I was wanting in life and I wanted to do, that I was the only person that can make any of it happen. I wanted a podcast. I wanted to speak on a big stage. I wanted to write a book. I felt that those things were like deep inside of me in my core, not just something I wanted because it sounds good, but I was meant to do that. I realized that I was in my own way and I had to push myself out of my own way and start to say yes to me. For the longest time, I was listening to that fear, right? The tape that plays in our head that I call fear, that many of us listen to it because it keeps us safe, right? When I say safe, it keeps us from getting rejected, from being told no, from what we think is going to make a fool of ourselves. And that is absolutely false. I got to tell you this, everything that you're scared of doing is probably what you should be doing. The thing that you fear the most. I just reached a point in my life where I was just like, F it. Like, I do not care. I don't care if maybe this doesn't work. Maybe I am going to make a fool of myself. But how will I ever know? But what if we look at it the other way? And what if it works out? What if I do well in my podcast? What if I can speak good on stage and the audience gets it and understands? And what if I can write a book and help so many people so that they don't have to go down those roads I did? I am so happy and thrilled to say that I obviously did my podcast because you're listening to it. And I'm wrapping up the first season. And I can't wait for my second season, which I'm going to start recording in July. I spoke on a big stage and I did great. And you know what else? I got a book deal in March. And I'm writing an amazing book for all of you. And it's powerful and it's raw and it's real. And I'm sharing stuff that no one knows. I'm sharing the ugly stuff that we want to hide because it's just too raw and real. None of these things would have happened if I didn't just get out of my own way and start to choose me, invest in me. I believe that the universe has so much in store for each and every one of you. It's just a matter of us learning the lessons at hand so that we can appreciate and understand all of those blessings that are there waiting for us, but also know how to use them. When we choose to learn the lessons at hand, when we choose to say yes to ourselves and believe differently, it is really amazing how everything opens up to us. What I'm doing right now is I'm kind of recapping everything that I went over in all of my episodes so far for season 1. And I'm reminding you that mindset is everything and that you do have the choice of choosing. You can choose, you can accept mediocrity, or you can choose to believe in yourself. You can choose to want different. You also need to stop worrying about what everyone else thinks. Worry about what you think. Worry about what you're going to think 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now. Are you going to look back and be really, really glad that you did, that you chose? Or are you going to look back and wish that you would have? Are you going to look back and wish you would not have accepted? I believe that right there is the real question to ask ourselves. Where do you see yourself? Where do you want to be? If it's right where you currently are, cool. Maybe you've just exceeded everything, all of your expectations, or maybe you're just choosing to stay stuck. I'm not sure. All of this, if you didn't listen to one of my first few episodes, all of this journey really began for me. One of the big catalysts was Lyme disease. And, I was told Lyme disease is not curable, cannot be fully eradicated from your body. And I stayed in that victim mindset my first, year and a half or so of being sick. And I one day just got tired of it. And when I made that choice to believe, you know what, I believe Lyme can be eradicated from my body. I believe I can get well. I believe I can heal. When I made that choice, I then started to choose differently. I didn't realize it at the time I was necessarily choosing differently. But looking back, I realized, wow, I did. And it was all in my mindset because I went from saying, okay, I'll never get well. This is life. And then I just moved on every single day and stayed in that mindset. So why would I do differently? But the moment I said, you know what, I got 2 little kids. I just don't believe this is my life sentence. I'm going to choose to believe differently. And I made choices every single day. And I did heal myself 100%. And I'm healthier than I ever was before Lyme disease. I healed my gut. I healed my thyroid. I got rid of all medications. I also found my calling in that, which was teaching others that they too have the innate ability to get well if they just give their bodies the right environment. And it is the same for you.